My average meals are a sandwich or two with little to no mayo, tears for years, and an apple and 2 bananas every day for around 1,000 calories that I like to take to work as a meal, or as meal one, and then whatever we eat for dinner around 7 to 10, I roughly calculate 1,000 calories again and call it a day. Other quick and easy food examples are canned ravioli, ramen noodles, hot dogs, TV dinners, or baked or microwaved potatoes. Obviously, those aren't the most healthy options, so you can make pretty quick salads by chopping up some romaine hearts, throw in some baby carrots, sliced sandwich meats, and dressing if you'd like. If it is too much of a challenge to make it on only 2,000 calories, try chewing 1 stick of bubble gum per hour as well to try and combat your hunger ever so slightly. Yeah, because those things are, let's see, this gum here, it's like 5 calories a stick. You can get some gum for like 0 calories a stick. It's maybe something just to take the edge off. If you're really like, I gotta eat something, right? Don't ruin it, don't eat, because basically if you're gonna give in to the urges and like just, oh, screw it, I guess I'll just eat whatever I want today, it's probably going to happen the next day and the next day and the next day. Like I said, I've been battling this for a year now. I've dealt with everything, and that's one of the tools that I use, because I was like, okay, I'll have one cookie, and then guess what, after that you're like, well, I ruined it already, I'm just not going to go to the gym today. I can't tell you how many times that happened. So small things like a stick of gum an hour, right? Small battles, if you can win those, then you can maybe win the whole war. Or if you did, let's say you did pig out, you're like, you had more than a stick of gum and you ate a cookie or something, and then you're just like, screw it today. You just start eating everything, and you got like 4,000 calories or whatever, or 2,000 calories in just the one sitting, who knows. Then guess what? You're not going to want to go to the gym after that. You're going to be like, well, I guess I screwed up today or whatever. Still go to the gym that day if you can. Just try and get above that. Don't let your mind win. Get after it. Yeah. I would like to try to incorporate some milk and orange juice. However, that bigly digs into my mayo to sandwich ratio. More tears for years. In regards to water, I honestly don't drink it until I feel thirsty, and so I carry 2 regular water bottles in my gym bag with water flavoring. Great value water flavoring. Guava stuff is great. And I will drink quite literally during my exercise. If you need to drink more, then do it. If you get dizzy and start feeling like you need to throw up, stop way before you do throw up, and don't even take that chance. Drink up, eat up, and you may very well miss the rest of your workout that day, or just half of it. Don't be discouraged. You simply went too hard and probably did not eat or drink enough. I've been there. Get back on the horse tomorrow, you freaking legend. So there's that dichotomy again, right? If you were literally about to make yourself puke because you went so hard at the gym and you still have like an hour to go, like, just take a breather. Even just sit there for a bit. Sit there for a few minutes, even if it's the whole hour, whatever. Again, you could easily get discouraged, right? Then you're just like, well, I already screwed up this week because I didn't work out, have a complete workout because that one day I almost made myself throw up. So, you know what? I'm just not even going to work out the rest of the week, and I'll pick it up again next week. You got to get on top of this stuff. You can't let that stuff stop you, because it will. Believe me, I've been doing nothing for a year. For equipment, here's the basic list of necessities. So here's the equipment section. A gym bag, backpack, 2 water bottles, running shoes, gym shirt, gym shorts, gym socks, gym underwear, and you are borderline good to go. Special operators often operate in the field with way less than they would like with them. Special operators often operate in the field with way less than they would like, often because of weight and budget, and they may literally sleep near human feces, sleep for 3 hours a night, be low on ammo, and have legitimately scary small food rations. That's real life. Be a supercar that can run on crappy fuel and handle rough terrain. That's a Jocko. That's how Jocko puts it. What's it called? If you can take better care of yourself, get better sleep, and eat fantastic food, please do. I'm just pointing out that if all you can afford is the minimum, that's more than perfectly fine. And so yeah, there's another dichotomy there, right? Like, you have to be able to, let's say you worked all day and you didn't get a break from your boss or whatever, right? and you didn't get, I don't know, to sleep last night or something because something happened or whatever. After the work, if that's your gym time, you're not gonna want to go in and you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm screwed. Like, or now I gotta sit down and eat. Like it's gonna take forever. It's gonna cut into my gym time, and your mind's gonna make you want to stop and quit. Get on top of it and get after it. Because that's special operators in the field, which is the job that you want if you want to go into special operations like myself. Stuff like that is gonna be like the normal. Like you're gonna have to deal with that stuff. What are you gonna do? Just stop? Hey, sorry, Admiral, we can't do this operation now because I didn't eat when I was supposed to 3 hours ago. So sorry, my bad. That's not how it works, obviously. So get on top of it and get after it because your mind will screw with you. That being said, I also use and love these items. So what I'm going to get into here is my equipment. A lot of it is pretty much higher tech or higher ed stuff, and I understand if you don't have that, that's fine. But I just said beforehand, if you don't have this stuff, that's fine. Like you don't need this stuff. You just need the basic necessities and go from there. If you can build up and get more equipment and more stuff and better food or whatever the case may be, awesome. But you don't need it, right? Your mind will use that against you if you don't have this stuff. It will. Get on top of it and get after it. That being said, I also use and love these items. 2020 iPhone SE, Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, Apple Watch Series 5, how I track how many calories I burn, heart rate, and how long I exercise for. The Apple Watch is a beast, and I cannot recommend it enough. I would love to see new channels pop up such as my own, where people make couch to career videos that are an hour long for other branches, or even just runners' journeys, or triathlon journeys, or whatever. I would start watching in a heartbeat. I just purchased a GoPro Hero 7 Silver for $212 after tax, a micro SD card, which was like $15 I think, some USB sticks, which were like $11 I think, and a chest strap kit, which was I think $60. That's what I will be using. The cheapest possible setup I could get my hands on. True story. I will not be editing my videos starting out, and I will do them all in one take because I cannot afford a $30 a month editing program, so I'm doing what I can. I think that it was called Vid, V-E-E-D. If there's some other way for me to edit my video for free or for less money, let me know, but I have no idea. A little more about who I am. I make $12 an hour, working Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 here in Gainesville. So again, I have it pretty easy, but I'm still closer to ordinary than extraordinary. I share my home and time with my beautiful girlfriend of 3 years and our 5-month-old beagle/lab puppy named Mark, and my girlfriend's sister's cat named Cammy. I hope I spelled that right. She'll be mad. On the email, on the website, I'm not sure if I spelled it right. I am 5'5", 152 pounds. I run a 1 mile at a 15-minute mile pace. I can do 5 pull-ups, 15 push-ups in 2 minutes, and 70 sit-ups in 2 minutes. The cherry on top is I haven't been in a pool for a year, so I have no clue how fast I am. Those scores are garbage compared to what I need for a SEAL Challenge contract. How much time do I have? 21 minutes, I'm chilling. And I'm aiming for what's known as autoqual scores. What matters is that I believe. Why do I share all this? Because if I don't share it because I'm shy, then I rob the world of more proof that special operators start out as regular people. If finding your way into special operations is an achievement, then finding the inspiration for this pathway is a miracle, and every bit of inspiration helps. Too many people never chase what they could be simply because of the odds. I would rather risk 1,000 failures to succeed than to live a life of fear and doubt. Matt Best. I'm just gonna speed through this a little bit more. I've been talking so much just because I wasn't sure if this was gonna make it a full hour. Now I'm thinking I might have gone a little too far, been a little too chatty, but here I go. Warriors. Wall of Warriors. 3 main questions. David Goggins, Lord of Savagery, taught me that only hard people achieve. The only way to be hard is by callousing your mind. Meaning basically, if we avoid suffering, we avoid growth. This has been stated before. However, Lord Goggins, dove even deeper, and learned that our body can handle literally whatever we can throw at it, but our mind tricks us into thinking it cannot. Our body is way harder than we can even imagine, and so is our mind. But the only thing our mind works hard at on its own is trying to sabotage us into being comfortable. We are constantly under attack from our mind, and so we need to have answers ready for the questions that will come when the struggle is real. He says there are lots of little questions that come up, and so I've picked out my main 3 and my answers for them. I keep the list short at 3 so that in the heat of the moment I can easily recall and focus on them. I often will say them over and over and over again during runs just to keep myself from giving in to my deceiving mind. The first one is, why am I here? That's a David Goggins question. He, in his book Can't Hurt Me, he gets into pretty significantly. But I'm just saying that I use one of his as one of mine, right? I'm not saying that that's my quote. Anyways, I love you, Lord Goggins. So 1, why am I here doing what I'm doing? 2, what is the greatest threat to my success? 3, how do I win? You can see it as why, what, and how. So basically it's, why am I here doing what I'm doing? What is the greatest threat to my success? And how do I win? These are my answers, and you should come up with your own if you can. Absolutely whatever speaks to you. Then I get into my answers. Let's see. All right. So I'll go with number 3, I guess. You don't have to like it, you just have to do it. That's my answer to question number 3, which is, how do I win? You don't have to like it, you just have to do it. And that is actually a direct quote from Operators Association, from John Allen's Instagram page. He has a story. It's a picture of him in some scuba gear, or I don't know if it's actually him, but it's 2 men in scuba gear, and he has a whole paragraph about something, but at the end it says, you don't have to like it, you just have to do it. Somehow we have the mental fortitude to clock in for work day in and day out, but as soon as it's something that doesn't pay the bills, like heading to the gym at 3 in the morning, we tap out and your mind wins in 3.2 seconds just because you didn't like what you needed to do. If you would have done everything else in your life that you needed to do, imagine where you'd be right now. You just imagined a crazy awesome picture, didn't you? Exactly. Quit being mentally weak. Your mind has stolen enough from you. It is not your freaking friend. And so that's a lot of the things that I say in my website, and what I'm going to be saying and what I'm going to be posting is stuff that I've learned from this year of essentially failing myself and doing nothing, or trying but failing and getting back up, falling off the horse, getting back on it, So it is a little bit from experience, not good experience. That's what I want to highlight here. Is it's not me. I have so much experience in being great. No, it's I have so much experience in failing and doing nothing for, number 1, my whole life, and number 2, this past year that I've supposedly wanted to be a Navy SEAL, but yet here I am, not that. And so anyways, day to day and workout to workout, if you keep those 3 questions and answers with you, you can probably help yourself out a little. That story I told you about finding David Goggins' book in boot camp is real. I believe that the crazy events that occurred in the months leading up to that moment of me picking up that book was on purpose. There were a lot of important moments for me on Paris Island, but that one has to be the most important. God knew that I needed to read that book, and so he worked in a mysterious way to get me to it, as he does. David Goggins' books changed my life, and I encourage all to buy it. Buy it, read it, and listen to it. It will force you to be honest with yourself and not just live in fairy tale land of luck and karma. Motivation only begins. Only driven and obsessed finishes. Lord Goggins, Lord of Carrying the Boats. That's just me being funny because he has a video of him saying, "Who's gonna carry the boats? I'm gonna carry the boats." And so it's a meme now. Everyone says that. So Lord Goggins, Lord of Carrying the Boats. The same way that I keep those 3 main questions in my mind, I keep all of my most important role models in my mind and think to myself, what are they doing right now? What would they be doing if they were me? Here is the wall of heroes, the wall of warriors. There's more to this list, I'm sure, that I'm going to be adding, or I just can't think of. Like I said, this was a whole off-the-cuff thing here. Just one day I was like, you know what, I think I could do a YouTube channel, and I think I should, because it's not going to take any extra time out of my day. Like, all right, let me try it. So here, everything's off the cuff. This video is off the cuff. I'm a mess. Here's the Wall of Warriors. David Goggins, so far. David Goggins, John B. Allen, Zach Hughes, Operators Association, Jocko Willink, Dan Crenshaw, Chad Williams, Chris Kyle, Christopher Littlestone, Mike Ritland, Sean Ryan, the Trail Brothers, Hodge Twins, David Rutherford, Donnie O'Malley, Matt Best, Jake Zwig, ZWEIG, Stu Smith, Josh Bridges, Matt Frazier, and Sarah Signenstar. I will also say that Operators Association deserves another special shout out. I would say that they are probably my second favorite inspiration. Phenomenal information. I am also going to have a song of the day with my posts, and so it is only natural to just give my favorite song of all time. Cliffs of Dover live at Austin City Limits 1988 by Eric Johnson. That song, it brings tears to my eyes. It's the most perfect song ever. Just perfect. Everything about it, every note is just his expressions, the way he moves, just So sorry, I just had to geek out about that song for a second. And some of my favorite musicians of all time are Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, Slipknot, and P.O.D. I'm gonna sneeze. Here comes coronavirus. Excuse me. Music is an important outlet, so I added that to the Wall of Warriors as well, because musicians and music are as important as the physical heroes that I have on here as well. And like I said, there might be more heroes, but that's what I've got so far. So the next section is faith. I truly believe that faith is incredibly important to finding serenity in life and to keep you going. Being able to surrender and lean on faith when you get knocked down, you will find nothing more empowering to help you stand back up. Love the Lord your God with all your soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And with that being said, I will try to end my videos with this. Tell Goggins that I hate him because he woke